We've been running over the last 4 weeks with our friends and partners here at Ty Celf, and it's part of the Llanelli Multicultural Network's project called Connecting to Nature.
I call this project On Your Doorstep, and I'm from Llanelli, born and bred, really appreciative of what we've got and trying to show people who are coming into Llanelli, who are settling into Llanelli, to appreciate what we've got here. You know, we've got the beach, we've got the woods, we've got the path, you know, we've got lots.
It's a pleasure to be here this evening. Thank you for the invite. It's nice to see a new business or a new area where people can lose themselves and enjoy themselves creating from environmental friendly stuff. I'd just like to declare Ty Celf open.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Our intention is to bring art to
Today at Ty Celf, the art house in Llanelli, this is all part of our Connecting to Nature project.
I think it's important that people have an appreciation of nature, and we all know about the well-being, the health, about being outdoors, about being creative, and how it lends itself to our well-being and our mental health. So I think a connection between art and the outdoors is really important. Today the sea glass class is about collecting glass on our local beaches.
I try to guess what the bottles are. So some might be old medicine bottles, some might be old beer bottles. You might sometimes find the top of a bottle, so it'll have lots of ridges in, which is quite cool as well. Some of them are quite difficult to make jewellery out of. Obviously something like this is going to be too big. Or people might see this as rubbish on the beach. To me it's a little hidden treasure that you might find in amongst the sand and the pebbles, and like you said, making something beautiful out of it. So what you're going to do is first aid. One more bit of silver, okay. Give me 2 seconds. There we are.
They're always coming up with ideas, but we're always saying to them, I said,
Wrap some of this. Very fiddly. Very difficult. Yes, please. I think I will need them.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
More than once?
Do you think this has helped you to connect to nature?
Yes, because we definitely use rubbish. It was glass on beach, so now we can create something pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, special my necklace, look at that. Lovely. First time I make it, and first time I make it my rings. Little bit too big, but lovely.
Looks lovely,
So I like it.
yes.
Yeah.
Very opening the mind, that you can just go with the flow with making it and just enjoy.
Nature is actually one of my biggest sort of inspiration, and especially the sea, anything beach life, the sand, the colours, the textures, anything to do with the sea and the beach inspires me.
So next time, should we go to the beach and collect some sea glass?
Yeah.
Do a big beach clean, but also collect your treasures as well. And like I said, it doesn't have to be jewellery. It can be pieces of art. It can be like the chimes I showed you. It can be anything.
Feeling the reward of doing something by hands, our hands, from our mind, the idea, yeah, sort of thing. Much more fun here than on your own, in your own room. So yeah, I would like very, very much to participate in other forms of creation.
Photography.
Yeah. Well, this project.
So I think today's been really successful. All the students have made wonderful jewellery, and they've made nice lovely jewellery out of their found treasure from the beach. I think they will definitely go back. Yeah, it sounds like they've enjoyed the sort of idea of collecting rubbish from the beach and creating something beautiful out of it. So I hope that they will go back spend some time on the beach, and then spend some mindful time making some creative pieces out of the glass.
We're here with Karen, who's going to be leading the session today. Karen, tell us what you're hoping to get out of the session.
The plan for today's session is to make some stained glass leaves. We've got a choice range of autumnal colours of stained glass. We're going to do some copper foiling and some lead work. We've chosen to do leaves for our final piece. So Marissa, hopefully you'll be going home with a leaf.
Wonderful, thank you very much. So, shall we crack on? After you, Karen, you lead the way, and let's see what we can do.
I love glass, I love light, I love colour, and glass is something that I did my qualifications in, and it goes back to my dad as well. My dad was a stained glass artist, and I think for myself, being outdoors and the colour and glass just brings everything to light, and light is so important. So make sure about the colour, hold it up against the light. So this is just some broken glass that we've got downstairs. So hold it fairly upright, quite firmly. You need to get to the edge. No, just about, on the edge. And just, yes!
I always wanted to try it, and today I'm managing. Like, it's a hard one,
Yeah,
but very satisfying when everything is going correctly.
It's been much harder than I thought. You have to have very strong hands, so it's very difficult. But I'm very pleased to have this experience.
Okay, there's no in between.
It's much harder than we do was last week and Yelveri. So, but to be excited is nice, but lovely.
so what are you making?
Leaf for the tree, but nice colour, autumn colour.
I think there's an appreciation of how difficult this is and the different skills that you need, and to be able to handle tools. I think we'll get somewhere by this afternoon.
Different ways of thinking about nature and the environment, and just how to interpret things in an artistic way.
Oh, it was very interesting, but a big challenge.
How was it a challenge?
Because it is really very hard.
It's flower, so it's my connection with nature. It's really difficult job. It's not easy.
It's been really fun doing this today, but very difficult. We've learnt a lot. We've been making leaves and acorns and flowers.
It has been really challenging. I think everybody has stretched themselves and learned something new, and an appreciation of how difficult working with glass and with lead is. I think they've stretched themselves as well in terms of their designs. Where I started off with a simple acorn or a leaf, they have now extended into flowers, and I think the appreciation of different shapes of leaves and nature has certainly come through in their final pieces this afternoon.
Well, it's made me really look more closely at leaves and trees, and I think I'd like to do more in this kind of area.
I think perhaps there's an appreciation of going outdoors and appreciating the different colours and nature and the joys that being outdoors, and connecting art and perhaps going out to draw or collect that can infuse their imagination. We're going to be doing some expressive acrylic work, again thinking about nature and what inspires us outside.
Find things that you like and do more of that, and then if there's stuff that you produce on the paper that you don't like, then you can just cover it up. That's basically my approach. First off, we're going to prepare our surfaces. So you've got a big sheet of paper in front of you here. I like to give you space. I'm going to do a bit of that.
Foka albo to inne.
What did you call this? Structured gel, is it?
This is amazing.
Made
So
from
we just
long
spread that around, okay? Using natural elements such as leaves and some other bits and bobs that you can find in nature. The whole idea of my approach is to encourage people to play and to enjoy. So we're trying to work on a nature theme and see what people will produce out of just exploring and mark making throughout the session. Those two, and you can go into play. And it really doesn't matter what you do. Going really well actually. Having a lot of fun, but yeah, it's all going really well. Really pleased. On my painting. Alright, so I've just done a whole thing there.
I'm really enjoying this. I find this a bit more relaxing. Last week you had to be very careful with the glass, but this you can just splosh it on and you don't know what's going to happen.
I'm going to cover all that. Let me just do it this way.
Leave it there.
Yeah.
Don't try and add anymore.
Yeah. I would redo those
Yes.
to bring it so that it breaks up the black.
Thank you.
Lovely. Find a combination.
Thank you. I didn't know frame will be small. I expect bigger. That's why this structure I put here. But
fantastic lesson, but it's my choice is difficult.
Yes.
Za ramką.
Because you need room for the tape to stick.
Tutaj, dotąd gdzieś było. Czyli nie po linii, tylko tak po linii.
We've got autumn leaves and some very autumn colours, but it's been a really interesting process learning how to do this. And to be honest, I haven't done any art since I left school, which was quite some time ago.
With this one, to be honest, I was not thinking about autumn. I was thinking about spring.
Forest.
Yes.
And this is forest, autumn forest.
The top.
It's lovely. Yeah.
Which is very typical of autumn. And this one,
I'm happy because it looks really warm.
Lovely.
And this second, it's night. Night.
Yes. And autumn.
Autumn, in kleine chwili.
Rain.
Rain.
This, I think that is maybe seaside.
Because
in the south is
Yes. Contrast to the lines and the shape of the leaf. And then this, I think, is one of my favourite walks. I think that's Pembrey. Yes.
so I think we've achieved really what we've set out to do today, and it's got some wonderful pieces of art here.
It's gone really well. They've all worked really hard. They've really enjoyed and really engaged. So I'm really pleased with the work that they produced, and I think they are too. Very good class.
Thank you. If you can all...
So we're going to do autumn things, which you do have a choice. It's either apple, can have a look, or either autumn leaves, you know, which I do have small acorns for that leaf as well. So used just for embellishments. This contains more lanolin, therefore it felt so much more easier. Standard group of people, they coming, they don't know that you can make something out of wool, and predominantly people say I cannot make anything, I have no skills in my hands, and then what I enjoy in the process, after 3 hours they end up with something beautiful. Спей! Я не помню. Я знаю такую песню, но я не помню.
А за нею Ванька, як барвінок в'ється, а за нею Іванко, як барвінок в'ється. Галю молодая, дай води напиться, може перестану за тобою журиться. Може перестану за тобою журиться.
Полина, вы знаете, что в следующую среду в 6 часов and editor, they are making apples, and my example is this one, and those two ladies are making copies of that, and I hope they are going to be the same edible, as this one, and really the plan is to put them on Christmas trees then. So
You have to be careful.
yeah.
It's amazing.
This is an acorn that we're going to attach to the leaf, which is oak leaf, and it's going to make a set of acorn and leaf.
We had no idea that from wool we could make something like this.
Amazingly. Very nice group of people, and I'm very, very proud for all of them. They achieved really complicated, objects, and I hope they will continue. Конечно, не.
Я вам щиро дякую за те, що нас сюди запросили. Ми дуже отримали багато.
As you see, we created today apples and leaves, which are autumn things, and they are coming from nature, so it's just pretty straightforward, And I look for inspiration. I find my objects and patterns and everything in the nature. So nature is important. It's our life. It's our energy. It's our future. It's our past. It's our everything.
We've had 4 weeks of these, and it's gone so quickly, and everybody's really enjoyed.
The work that we've produced has all been inspired by nature.
I think the thing come out of this more than anything else is that people have learnt some skills that they never thought they had before.
There's been social connections made and friendships and bonds made between the people, and with Ty Celf